Hey, everybody. Welcome to
Hey,
TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel with global reach. You watching Out of Bounds with myself, T Rex, with Denise at the bottom, Vonda, and
Hey,
over there with the puffy puff going on, and Big Money over there, smiling as he always do. As he
Buenos
always do. But
noches,
we're going to,
buenos noches, ¿cómo
when
está?
there's no shit, oh, Lord,
oh
oh
no.
now
Lord,
he took up
no.
Spanish. he done took up he done took up Spanish. I don't know what to say now. But
Sí,
anyway,
sí.
we're gonna start. We're not gonna start right away. We're gonna chit chat for a minute. But we're gonna talk about is what we started talking about last week. What questions not to ask your whatever your other significant other, or what kind of response would you like to get? So with that being said, I am playing with my Facebook trying to get this thing on so I can see what's going on. I cannot do that for some reason, but it'll work on itself. Yes, I know we're live, and here we go. So, with that being said, how was everybody's weekend? Was everybody's weekend fine?
It was
Bueno,
good. Uh, we have a new member. We have a new member on the cast.
And
man,
Who
he's
was
I,
that?
he's he's
Some guy speaking some kind of language.
I had a good
he
time.
speaks
I
Spanish.
had my weekend. My weekend was good, man.
Hmm.
I did not get a chance to go to Atlanta. My son was in the semifinals of the state playoff, Grayson High School, which they ended up losing 45-35. But for his second year there at Grayson to make it to the state semifinals, I think that was a very good feat. So next year they'll start at the bins and end at the bins.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
right, all
that's
right.
amazing.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Mhm.
Okay, ladies, y'all got anything to say about? I know you ain't gonna talk about them dirty birds, cause Lord have mercy. Woof.
Well,
But
the
I do
Tigers
got a
lost
question.
to.
This is for you, Vonda, because you in Atlanta. I know you're a big Georgia fan. Georgia lost one game, one game, and they got kicked out of the top four. That I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right.
I don't know a lot
What?
about the rules for college ball, but
No, I mean your friends and everybody, your family down there in Georgia. How are they feeling? Did you talk to them? Because I mean that's got to be pretty messed up.
yeah, well, we all were disappointed with the game yesterday. So, but it was we only lost by 3 points. But as far as what you're talking about, I don't know much about that. But
Well, I
Terry,
mean,
Terry,
I
she,
just I sum it up.
Terry, she'll sit
Go ahead,
there.
Henry. I'm sorry.
Terry Vonda will sit there and watch a football game. Guy score a touchdown, she'll jump up and say home run. So don't be on her
How
too
you
tough.
know?
you're
You,
wrong.
you,
You're
how you
wrong.
know you been in a game with her? How you know?
How you
No,
doing?
no, how you doing?
Yeah, you been
Not
at a
very
football
well.
game with her or something?
Not very well.
Don't be on her too hard, man. But the people that's really got a real gripe, that's the Florida State Seminoles, man. Florida State beat everybody
Yeah, I
undefeated,
heard about that too. They undefeated.
undefeated, did not lose a game, and they got snubbed, man. So there you go.
There's a lot of that
Well,
going on. Hmm.
they had to have an SEC guy. They had to have a. They wanted Washington for some reason. I don't understand why. We'll find out how good they are because they're gonna have to play. I think they play Michigan. Is
No, no,
because I
no,
think is
no.
Alabama 3 or 4.
Michigan plays Alabama, and
Okay, so that means
Texas plays
Washington's
Washington.
playing.
Texas,
Who's playing Washington?
Texas.
Well, they trying to get a new somebody new in the playoffs. That's what they trying to do. That's what they trying to do.
Uh,
But anyway,
yeah.
I think that's what they trying to do.
Mm.
Well, so back to what we was talking about earlier. I was watching. I was trying to decide what song to put on my little flyer, and I came up with this song that DMX had. So it kind of goes with the topic. I can't say the exact words, but the words are what blank does she want from her blank. So that one blank, the first blank is a B.
Mm.
and the second blank starts with an N. So we can say witch and ninja. How's that? That's what
Mm.
we'll say, witch and. So when I came up with that, I was wondering about how do women feel about you ladies? How do y'all feel about that? Because that's part of what we're talking about. What not to ask your other half, and DMX said what not to say. What she want from him. And I think that's a good question for a man. That's what a man wants to know. What do you want us to say to you when you ask us those weird questions like, does this dress fit me fine? How do I look? That's some trick questions.
It's not a trick
You should tell
question.
the truth.
Thank you.
That's all you gotta do. Tell the truth.
Tell the
Mm.
truth.
If you
Tell the
say
truth.
And
that
You
dress
shame the
doesn't
devil.
look, if the dress doesn't look good on me, it's showing too much, it's too tight, or whatever, just say, honey, I don't think that's appealing. Could you maybe want to change it to something else?
But you know that when you put it
Yeah.
on.
Well, no, I might see something different than what he see.
Mm.
Yeah.
I might
Okay.
think it look good on
I
me,
know.
but
right.
I might think it's not showing too much cleavage or whatever. But he may think so.
And then another thing, the backside. We can't really see the backside all the time unless you have a full mirror or
Well,
and all those things. So when we ask you those things, we depend on you to tell us so that we won't go out
looking like
looking
a fool.
inappropriate, right? So just tell the truth.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was just asking. I was just asking because that's like to a man that's a suicide question right away. Because if you say no, you in trouble.
To some men,
Right.
not
And
all
some
men.
women
I
maybe
mean, even well, women. Let's just be honest. In that scenario right there, women don't dress for men; they dress for women. Y'all dress to compete with other women. Not maybe you two. I'm not talking about you two in general. I'm talking about in women in general.
mhm,
From my understanding, they
Hmm.
dress to,
yeah.
compete with other women.
Hmm.
So I don't get it. I don't get it. Mm.
What you don't get.
I don't get why we got to ask those crazy questions. I mean, I put on clothes. Uh, I think the biggest problem I have is, does the shirt match?
But
Now,
see, you
yeah,
all
Okay,
don't have
I'm
all
just
the
fine.
attributes that we have. We have
right.
attributes, and so that's different.
What do you mean?
Yes,
Okay.
I knew he was
That,
going to ask.
Do you have
What?
boobs?
Huh? Do
Do
what
you
now?
have
well,
do
we
you
got
have
pecs.
boobs?
Pecs?
Right.
We
Pecs?
got pecs.
Yeah.
Do you have boobs that you have to put a bra on? Do you have those?
No. Do you?
No, I don't need no bra.
Hopefully
Yeah, I
you
have.
don't.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
I'm just saying I don't need one. I'm just saying I don't need one. Now, if I'm just gonna be honest, if Denise was my woman, I wouldn't worry about that top part. I'd be worried about that bottom part. When she talk about, are these shorts too short? I'd be going, mm.
But
Viewers out there,
really,
she be,
I'm self conscious about my breasts. Really, I am. I really am. Um,
you are?
I yeah, I am. I have asked my girlfriends before we go out. Is this showing too much? Does this my breast look too big in this? I'm really self conscious. I always been that way about my breasts.
Mm. I thought it was your legs, girl, because you,
Mm-mm,
if Daisy
mm-mm.
Dukes was in style, I'm sure when they were, you had a pair.
Yes, I had them on this summer. Sure did.
She loves her shorts. She loves them.
So what do y'all got to say? What do y'all say to us that we should be honest to you guys?
You talking
Yeah,
about other than
I
the
mean, I'm
clothes?
saying, yeah, just be honest. Like she said, like Vonda was saying, just be honest. You don't want you're like, you got to remember, your lady's representing your last name. So you, and when she goes out in
Okay,
public, you want her to look nice, and say, hey, that's Henry's wife. That's Terry's wife. She always looks nice.
that makes sense. I get that. I
Mhm.
get that.
And vice
I get that.
versa.
and
Yeah,
vice versa.
and
Yeah.
vice versa.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
And there's a saying that says, nobody wants anybody that nobody else wants to look at. So have you ever heard that?
That must be a Georgia thing.
Come on. Yeah, you never heard that before?
That must be a Georgia thing.
What do you think that means?
Hey,
No, what do you think that means? What I just said. Unless I didn't
nobody
communicate it very well.
Nobody wants somebody else's garbage. Is that what you're saying?
No, nobody else. Okay, you don't want to be with somebody that nobody else wants to look at. Say, for instance, your woman. You don't want a woman that another man don't want to look at.
But then too, when somebody look at them, you're gonna act crazy, then, right?
Yep.
No,
somebody said someone
it's in the
somebody
man.
said someone stated different events require different outfits. That's true.
That's right.
And that's true. I mean, you have to dress to the. I mean, if there's a dress code, then you should dress to that dress code. I mean, like if it's an actual ball, then I mean, out here when they have a ball, they say you have to wear your dress almost to your ankle because that's ball weight or length. I'm sorry, and the men have to wear tux. So I mean, so when you put formal or whatever your thing is, the dress code, I agree with you.
But have you seen some of the ladies that go to these NBA games? How they dress?
I think they be trying to catch. I think they be trying to catch.
I've seen them. I've seen them on TV. Yeah.
Speaking of catching, what do y'all think? I got asked this question because it's been bothering me for a long time. What is going on with Donald Duck? I don't understand it. What's going on with Donald Duck? They tell him to shut up, and he keeps talking.
He's proving that.
Have y'all been following it, or y'all haven't been following it?
He's proving a point, man. He's proving a point that y'all don't matter. He gonna do like he say he gonna do, and he does it. Whether he said when he was running for president of that, he said, "I'm gonna build this wall with your money," and that's what he did. This guy should be in jail. He should be under the jail. But he just keep getting away with things, man. That if I was the president, I couldn't go around and grabbing women on their body parts and stuff like that, man. I'd be under the jail, So
my whole thing is he's just getting away with a lot. I mean, he's the president, former president, and he wants presidential
treatment,
and he's not up to that. He's right now, even though he's a former president, he's a regular citizen. That's what he is, a regular citizen. So I just was wondering what everybody else views. I think what he's talking about. I took a class at Austin P and world history, and we talked about Nazi Germany and stuff of that nature. And I think the man's trying to, set his play on there. I'm not sure. I hope that a Trump person could come on and explain to us what he is saying so that we don't have to assume it's negative. But anytime you want to tell somebody you want to take it back to the old days, I get a little worried because the old days mean, we got to go out there and pick that cotton and whatever. And I'm telling you, I would have to go out and get me a AR or something because no cotton. I ain't picking no cotton.
I know that's right.
I ain't picking no cotton. So I was just wondering, just trying to keep it live and keeping it real. I was just wondering that, and he just runs his mouth off. And that's why I said that was to come with this, because we're about to go to a commercial here in about 6 seconds. So I'll just wait to force 3, 2, 1 out, and then the commercial will come on, then we'll come right back. Maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe I'll start talking.
We have a comment.
So these sandwiches really $5? I get them for $4. I'm gonna be.
Okay. Well, I finally got on my right Facebook page. And so Benita said, Denise, yes, you can show our legs. We can show our legs. Mm,
Yeah, that's my cousin. Yes,
mm.
it runs in our
Must run in the
family.
family. Must run in the family.
Yeah.
Mm.
Every,
Look, Henry,
well, I'm not
I've
gonna say
seen both of them,
everybody.
so all you can go is, we, we ain't rated X tonight, so we gonna have to just go.
Hmm.
Mm.
Just go. Just leave that
Somebody said.
alone. But I tell you one
Somebody
thing,
said.
people who look, fellas, it's definitely not an ugly sight. It's definitely not. It's a
Well,
beautiful
thank you for the
thing when you
compliment.
have two Hershey ding dongs walking by
What?
each other.
What?
It's just wonderful.
What?
Makes
What is
your
that?
mouth water.
I
That's
don't
all I
know.
What
got.
is that analogy?
That went over my
That went
head.
way over mine.
You know them little
Way
Hershey.
over.
I mean hostess ding dongs. Hostess ding dongs. That's what they not Hershey. They're
That must be
hostess
a
ding dongs. You know.
California thing.
What you talking about, please?
Must
Y'all
be.
got them too. Y'all got them. Don't worry about it. I ate them there too. I know what they are.
Huh?
So y'all just
No.
trying to act me. Y'all
Well,
just
we
trying
have
to
a
act.
comment. Somebody said a critique is just as good as a compliment.
That is true.
Okay. Yeah.
I,
Mhm.
so what's the difference? A critique, that's a very true statement, but it depends on the person receiving it on which one it is.
Right.
Is that fair to say that?
Yeah, a lot of people don't
Because I can
receive
Mhm.
say,
a lot of people
you
don't
know,
receive constructive criticism in a
Right.
that's
productive
true.
way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about the presentation or
right.
how you say it.
How you say it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And body language
Mm-hmm.
and all that.
All that counts.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I got a
Hmm.
question
Yeah.
for everybody. What do you think you should express? Do you when you sitting there and we're having a conversation with your other half, and the other half says, "You, why don't you express yourself more?" How would you take that?
You can take that in several different ways. You know, I could be expressing, but are you listening to what
Mm-hmm.
I'm expressing? You know, are you being a constructive listener? You know, but like we said before, men and women um, communicate differently, but you got to be on the same page if you're going to be in a committed relationship, uh, which
Mm-hmm.
which is not an easy thing to do. And you don't want to get in a situation where you're walking around on eggshells, because once you start walking around on eggshells, oh, did I say the right thing? Did I do this? Did I do
Oh
that?
yeah, you
And
Yeah.
it's ugly. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
start second
Mm-hmm.
guessing yourself.
Right.
Yeah. It's very
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said,
Yeah.
someone asked what to say or not to say when restarting your career. That's a comment.
That's a good question. What would you? I know exactly what I would say. Why I'm there, unless it's positive. I would say I got fired at my last. I would say you know like Henry. You know I was making all this money, and I was at home on my day off, and I got fired. No, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. But that's a good question. So what do you say?
It depends on the reason why you're leaving. You could be at a job that there's no more advancement, you know, and you're looking to advance your career. You're looking to do something else. You could be tapped out where you are, and you know that you have more to
Right.
offer than that. That's when the company really's got to see the value that you have, you know. So, but you just convey that to your new employer. You know, yeah, I'm leaving ABC company because I've reached my max.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's all you got to do. Yeah.
Just be truthful about it. You
Somebody
know,
want to know
just tell
why.
them like Henry said.
Somebody want to know why I said something about my FICO score. I think FICO score is a real important thing in
They
your
didn't say
job.
that.
You
Oh
know,
my
Oh, well,
goodness.
back on
Oh
that.
goodness. Oh
He's never
no.
gonna live that down,
No.
Terry.
No.
He's never gonna live
No.
that one
hey,
down.
No.
I did
No.
not bring it up. I was just reading what it says. It says,
I
"Okay,
think that was
Mister
just for you not to read
Credit
out loud
Score.
though, Terry.
Okay,
No, it was a comment. Someone made a comment because they're holding that against you for what you said. That's what it is.
Don't start.
Henry, you gotta take over. I gotta get a t-shirt.
I'm telling you, man, I'm about to cry too.
All I can say on the whole situation is I don't work no more. I'm retired. But when I did leave one job to go to another job, I just talked about my good attributes, what I could bring to the company, what I thought I could bring to the company. I never would go what I and if I did something positive in the past that related to what I'm applying for, then I said something like that. But I got a question again. Because I wrote questions down, so I got good questions. Uh-oh. Go ahead, Denise Vonda, read what it says.
Does your significant other support that career change?
Well, that depends on the state of the relationship that you're in. Okay. I mean, if you're married, then that's something that you got to talk to your spouse about, because there could be travel involved in the job. There could be working nights, could be working weekends or whatever. All that has to be taken into consideration. But I think if you are just in a relationship and you're just starting, then you got to do what's best for you to better your situation. So that's what I think. I think that you got to do what's best for you. If you're not in a married relationship, or if you're in a committed relationship, say, hey, I've got this job opportunity. It's going to do this. I got to do this. What do you think? And if there's an opportunity for this relationship to go to the next level, then she may have the job that she wants, and her career could be here, and she ain't ready to give that up. But here's your dream job, and is she going to hold you back from your dream job? That's a situation that you got to really, really talk about, because that happens.
Yeah,
it happens a lot.
Well, other than
it happens a lot too. It does happen a lot.
You two are still at home
in a lot of situations.
We have to ask the expert who left Clarksville to go to Atlanta, Miss Vonda. How do you answer that question?
I mean, I didn't leave. I didn't leave Clarksville to come to Atlanta. Actually, I was in Dublin, Georgia for
okay,
about 30 years before. I've only been in Atlanta about almost 5 years. But I can tell you, when I came to Georgia, I just came for a visit. I originally came for 6 days, and I was supposed to go back to Clarksville. And, God had another plan. So I'm still here.
Okay.
But
that's when she met Mumfunda. And he took her to Wakanda.
I'll let you have.
Yeah, I heard. You know what, Henry? I heard he was a cookie slayer.
Yes, sir. He slew. Yeah.
Don't.
And it was chocolate
Bake
chip.
them up and then slaying them. That's all I heard. I believe that.
Whatever, guys.
Chocolate chip. That's the way to go.
That's what Denise said.
Well, for me, I was in the service, so it wasn't that much of a conversation. It was pack up and go. But when I retired, I stayed one place. So yeah, I would if it was me and my spouse or other half had an opportunity to go somewhere, I would go with them. Especially now because I don't work. But when I retired, I'd have went with them. I'd have went with them because you don't have that obligation where you have to stay. So yeah, I'd have left. I'd have moved on with them. So I would support. I would have supported her career, and hopefully that once she started making them 7 figures, she would dump me. You know how you sisters be. Make more money than the brother got a better credit score. You be like, adios. I have to call Henry to see what adios mean in Spanish.
Bye-bye.
Mm.
See ya.
Holla, see ya.
Wouldn't want to be
Holla
Right.
at me, partner.
you. Wouldn't want to be
In
you.
urban terms, holla. Yeah.
Wouldn't
Holla.
want to be you. Wouldn't want to be you.
What a be? That's what it means.
Right.
Oh Lord. Okay. One more question. Well, I got a bunch of them. I wrote them down, so because I knew y'all was gonna sit here and try to figure it out. But what do you? Why do you ever when they ask you? Okay, hold on. What does this say? Here, read that one.
Why we
Before I mess
singling
it up.
after black women?
I don't
Why are we
know
singing?
where that's coming from
That's the
because we
question.
hadn't
That's a
I don't know
question.
where that's
That's a
I
question.
don't know where
I
that's
don't
coming
sing
from
all
because
black women. I think all. Okay, first of all, let me get a little background on myself. When you said sister, I didn't
yeah,
say
You
that's what
said
I
sister.
said. I
sister.
was saying I don't see where it's coming from. The only sisters came up one time. That's
What
it.
time? We were just talking about sister, like in female sister, not like in
Well,
Afro.
maybe they'll feel better if I said Becky. Hey, Becky.
Well,
Uh-uh. My bad.
I think any woman out there, if they man's gonna go to a better job and make more money, I don't think they have a problem with it. I think sometimes the problem is when there are children involved and they're in school. Other than that, I've never seen or heard of anybody saying I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Because if I'd have heard that, I'd have left anyway. I didn't have a choice. Either get out or move on. And once you get a certain amount of time in, you just want to finish your time
You
out.
better and you better sometimes you better think about that because you better move on sometime because
That's true. That's true.
I missed it sometime, you know.
So I got a question, but you have to finish the phrase. You have to finish this phrase. Why don't you ever
Shut up.
look? You just said shut up, Vonda, disappear.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You
And
told
she a
Vonda.
sister.
You said
And
shut
she a
up, Vonda, like
What
just
do you mean by that?
And she a
where
sister.
she go? She like just did that. They must
Wait,
have New Dublin or wherever.
Vonda said, I gotta go.
She said,
And shut up.
Henry, you
Okay.
crazy.
Shut up. Okay, I'm gone. I'm just
I'm
gone.
going. Shut up.
Oh,
I think
mm-mm.
I would answer that. Do you ever see it in my way? She said,
What
let
do you
her
mean, the
back
man?
in.
Now,
I'm
what's she
sorry.
doing?
I know,
When
I'm
you say,
sorry.
why do you didn't say it's ever the last we clowned you when you disappeared right after he said shut up.
I have connectivity issues. I heard you guys. I heard you.
And she heard you. She heard you.
I heard you.
Well, we got about 30 seconds for this another commercial come up, but I would think real quick when I ask that question, why don't you ever, see things my way or want to do what I want to do? Because I think that's the biggest problem. Either you're in a relationship and your partner is saying, let's do this, and you like, I don't want to do that. And that partner is continuing to ask you to do things you say, I want to do that. I think that's
That's not
that's
good.
where that's not good. You got to give and take. It's got to be good. Look, got to be a little good and take.
You just can't be
I think
one sided all the time.
Mhm. And that's quite selfish.
Yes.
To always want to do what
that
you want to
is
do, but does not want to do what the
Other
significant
person.
other do.
that is true. Okay, we should be getting a commercial here in about 15. Okay, I got a real good one for you. I'm gonna give this to the disappearing lady. Where do you see us in 5 years? We're a couple. Where do you see us in 5 years?
Well, hopefully, we'll be more financially stable if that's an issue. Um, Maybe we could start a business together, or something to bring um more wealth to the family, and try to leave a legacy for the kids if there's kids involved. Um,
Thank you.
and also to maybe do more traveling, see the world more, or do some interesting things that may be on your bucket list to do. So,
Yeah.
Well, I was looking at it like this. Where do I see you in 5 years? I'm thinking if a woman asked me that, I would think it'd be like a relationship question. Where do you see us in 5 years? You know what I'm saying? That's just how I would look at it. And I would think,
okay, I misread the
I
question.
would think to me, I would say to myself, you know, really carefully how tread, because you could say, well, do you mean where do we see us in 5 years? Are we together or not together? Because, you know, it could be a hint. Could be a hint. And yes, the ladies do look beautiful tonight. I said that earlier because I was talking about Vonda's hairdo, because she turned her head to the side. We can see it. Turn your head to the side.
Oh my
No.
goodness.
Somebody said love the Jersey T-Rex.
Oh, for
Push it,
sure. This is my,
push it,
I'm a 49er
Oh
fan.
boy.
push
I'm
it.
a 49er fan. And
No, he get
this is my favorite jersey because on the back of it, it has me and Henry Frat Brothers' name on there, Kaepernick. And I went to get it signed because I saw him go through his process to becoming a Kappa. And he was still in college, so he wasn't that famous. And then I went to the Rams 49ers game, and it looked like they was going
49ers
to
all
lose,
the
and he
way.
scored a winning
We
touchdown.
taking it.
So
Somebody
yeah,
said 49ers all the way.
I love my 49ers. I'm cheering for the Chiefs right now, but whenever it comes down between the Chiefs and the 49ers, I have to go with them 49ers. But Henry,
Cowboy,
you notice the combination both those teams always have. They have red and white and gold, all both of them, both of them.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Can't do nothing without that
Oh,
red, and the crimson and cream. We won't go there though. We won't go there.
yeah.
Mm.
But a Cowboy fan can't cheer for a 49. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Cowboy
We
fan.
Oh,
the
the
Cowboys.
cowgirls. The cowgirls.
Y'all played good this week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm not being
Peak,
negative. I'm just going to
peaking
say
at the
y'all
right
finally
time.
beat a
Peaking at
team
the
that
right
was over
time.
500.
Peaking at the right time. 9-3. We all right.
Yeah,
We
I
doing
mean,
what we're gonna do.
the critics, and I'm just going to say it. The critics always say the Cowboys get a soft schedule because
Cowgirls.
6 of their games are Denise, cowgirl Denise cowgirl. She in
Now
Clarksville.
I
She
gotta
can probably ride a bull.
I really can't say much. I'm a Titan fan, but my second team is the Eagles. But the Titans, they
The
lost today, so you know.
Well, you 2 for 2
I
then.
got to. Terry, this
You
this
two.
is odd, man. I just got a
You
I just got a
Mm.
text message. I just got a text message, and this is a job opportunity to
uh
be a judge of the next Dallas Cowgirl tryout. I got to see how can my wife like. How can I tell that to my wife?
on the phone, long distance.
and she's gonna say no.
I say
Mm.
if you as soon as you say
Nada.
cowgirl, she gonna pop you. She gonna pop you.
Yeah, exactly,
Hey,
exactly.
that's a good job. That's a good
My
job. But I
wow.
don't think they give them the men though. I think they give them the women. I'm pretty sure they give them the women because they have the college. What they call when they learn how to dance choreographically or whatever that word is they be doing. Sometimes my Tennessee twang
No, he's
Right.
comes out.
supposed to be a judge.
I'm a
He said
judge.
he's
Supposed to be a
judging.
judge.
I'm judging them. Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to be in the stands.
Hmm.
Like To say, I better bring my popcorn.
Yeah.
Maybe Vonda them and Denise with them legs to come out there, shake their money maker, see if they can make the squad.
Negative. I'm negative. Whoever said that
Well, you
comment.
negative yourself. Okay, that's what you do.
Why would you say
Negative.
such a thing?
Why would you
What?
say that?
No, no,
Why,
no. I'm
who,
talking.
Why would you say
I'm
so?
talking about the comment. Negative is what I'm talking about. Henry
well,
wants to
you
be
need to
the.
read the
Oh,
comments
okay.
so
The
everybody
comment
can know what
negative.
you're
Okay.
being negative about.
Yeah, I'm just saying negative
Jimmy
about
wants
that
to be
comment.
with the cheerleaders.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
negative. That's negative. That's
Jimmy
negative.
He
wants to
said
be with
negative.
the
He didn't want. Okay,
cheerleaders.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense, Henry.
yeah.
Look, y'all. He saved himself on that.
yeah, because I was about to say.
I
He
didn't. I
said
didn't even hear the.
negative.
I thought she was gonna say Big Daddy on you.
No,
No,
no.
because he said negative. I want to know what he's talking about negative.
That
Right.
comment. That
We
comment.
thought
I
you were
know, but
talking
we
about
didn't see
us.
that comment at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't
He,
even
he
hear the
didn't
statement.
even hear what you said, Terry, I don't guess.
I
Did,
did
did you hear
not.
what
What did you
Terry
say,
said?
Terry? What did you say, Terry? What did
I
you say,
think I
Terry?
said,
He said for me
"Oh
and
Lord, now
Vonda
I
to go
gotta
out
I have a
to the cheerleading.
Oh,
try
you
for the
come on,
cheerleading
come
squad."
on, come on, Cletus. Come on.
Look, Denise like she gonna smack the crap out of you.
Yeah.
Come on.
If she can reach
Mhm.
through that
And Vonda right behind her. Vonda like, I got a belt for you.
Hey, she got that. Hey, she got that sister look right now. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
What?
keep it up.
What they say? I wish it would. That's what Vonda look like. I wish you would. But she say something else other than would. Wish
Look at her.
you
Look at
blank
her.
would.
I
I'm
wish you
not
Look
would.
at
doubt.
her. She got her head all cocked to the
I'm
side
telling you,
like,
boy, ready to get that neck roll going.
Why you
Won't
gotta
do
be
if
it
she
no
do
more.
some gang signs, she probably throwing them up
stereotype?
at you right now.
Stereotyping. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't stereotype. I think women like that. Okay.
Like what?
I think they should have women out there at all ages doing cheerleaders. I mean, not the
That ain't what she
acrobatic
talking
stuff. Is
about.
that what her?
Oh Lord, we still on the cheerleading
Well, what
thing.
we talking about now?
I don't know, man.
What
You
you
was
talking
talking
about?
about her, the
Talking
way
about
she
what?
held her head and stuff and ready to fight or something. That's what she was saying, stereotype. You was like, that's what black women do. They hold their head like,
Yeah.
Well, you look, you know what you did. So that's so natural. I'm sure you've done it a couple times before.
Yeah.
I'm not positive, but the way
I
you
may
did
have
that,
done it
like
a time or two.
natural,
I-
I'm pretty. And Vonda with the head, yeah, y'all done that before.
yeah. I ain't gonna tell you which one of them, but one of them sleep with their fist balled up.
They, Woo. I think we
yeah,
got
my
a
thumb
question here.
and my thumb in my mouth.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We're gonna
Lord,
leave
leave
that
that one
alone.
alone.
We're gonna leave that alone.
Somebody
Oh,
feels for you, Denise, with them
didn't,
Eagles.
I didn't
They
know
feel for
that.
you about them Eagles. They feel for you about them Eagles.
I feel you with
The
them
Eagles,
Eagles.
you know,
Mm,
I
I
think the
know.
Eagles. I mean, the Eagles. They've been playing real good football. Every now and then you have a letdown.
That's
Every
true.
time, if you ever play sports,
They
like that movie said, it's any given Sunday. I mean,
right.
all these guys are professionals.
They still the
The
number one
Titans
seed.
almost
So,
won, though, Denise. The Titans
huh?
almost won. They lost
Yeah,
in
they got down
overtime.
there. Yeah, at OT, we went into OT, and they got
Yeah.
out there. And we got through and made a touchdown.
Denise, almost only counts in horseshoes and grenades. That's it.
Well,
That's it. Okay.
I said that's what I said. We did
Yeah.
almost win.
Yeah. Ricky Bobby said it best. If you ain't first, you're last.
You like
That
is
ain't
true.
that ain't
That is
necessarily
true.
true.
I just want to
What?
know. I just want to know why do we have to always reply? We being men, we just gonna put it like it is. Why do we always have to reply when you guys ask us a question? And if we do reply, and it's what you don't want to hear, you assume we are telling a lie. Can y'all explain that one to me?
We assume. No, I'm just kidding.
You assume. You assume it. I mean, you don't. I mean, you don't know unless you saw me. You don't know if I'm telling the truth or not. So explain that one to me. I think Vonda want to say something.
It's
No,
called, well, we do have intuition. I think we talked about that before. So there's you know
that's right.
we're undercover FBI agents, if you didn't know. Uncertified, because we can find out
Yeah,
whatever we want to find
we
out.
know what we need to know. We can find out. Believe me.
Right.
How you know? Because somebody said Vonda Reed was somebody said to me.
I don't see the comment. I don't see the
T-Rex,
comment.
that's
T-Rex,
It says
that's
at
because
T
most of the
Rex
time it is
because
a
most
lie.
of the time it's a lie.
They said what?
I don't think
Most of the time it's a lie.
at,
Yeah, most of the time it is a lie.
most of the time it's a lie.
Not,
FBI skills.
Mm-hmm.
You better
we
you
just
better
have
do
that.
the
I
FBI
have been in the
stuff
wrong
on your
profession.
FICO.
I should have been an investigator.
I can find
You
out
know,
some stuff.
I think most women think they got that.
We got
I
what?
don't believe that.
We got what?
Investigation skills. Like y'all just walking and talking lie detectors.
Well,
I don't
men tell
believe
off
that.
on themselves anyway.
Right.
They
You
tell
just
off
gotta
on
be paying
themselves.
attention. We just have to
You
pay
just gotta
attention.
read what they do. They tell off. That's right. They tell off on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now back in the day when me and Henry
right.
was young men and not in serious relationships, the rule was you always answer a question the same way. If it's a lie or not a lie, you still answer it in the same
And why
way.
would you do
You
that?
don't get overexcited. Huh?
And why is
Comments
that?
or stories
What you
never
say,
What's
Vonda?
the
connect.
rationale behind that?
So you keep it stupid. You keep it simple, stupid. You don't say.
Look,
Is that to cover up
Where was you
something?
at
Is
last
that to
night?
cover up something?
No. No, I'm not
Mm.
saying that. I'm just saying back in the day when we was our brain was still working on a full brain wave, we would say, if you asked me a question and I was doing something I don't want to tell you, I would answer the same way as if I was doing something that you wanted me to do.
That's
That
covering up.
way, it doesn't
that's
seem
covered
no
up, and you're
different.
gonna slip up.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah,
no, old men slip up because they can't remember their lies. That's why
And the
old
young
men don't
men
lie no more.
slip up because they tell too many and they forget
and they
what
don't
they
know
say.
what they done told.
Right. Mm.
Vonda,
What, Henry?
ask me a question.
Mm.
Anything you want, anything you want to know, anything you want to know, ask me a question.
Well,
Anything you want to know.
What do you think is the most disrespectful thing to say to a woman?
I refuse to answer that
Ooh.
question because on grounds it might incriminate me.
So you pleading the
let's
fifth?
see,
Oh,
see, that's just overly, right there. That starts a mess right there.
right.
I don't see the comment on somebody's page. It's supposed to be a
Either.
comment on somebody's page other than the producer is watching.
I don't see any.
I don't
So
see.
I
I
don't
don't
see it.
have
Did
my page
somebody else see it?
On the
on the
girl,
But
girls
I
page.
kind of agree with while y'all looking. I have to agree with you,
Can you
Henry.
see them, Vonda?
You
Can you
know,
see them?
the fifth is the best thing to ever do.
yeah,
Plead the fifth. I think I'm gonna start practicing law today.
yeah,
Your
law,
Honor,
law and order.
I can't recall.
Or,
I can't recall.
or I'm gonna take it right out of Shaggy's book. It wasn't me.
That's the first thing you gotta. When you say that, they just know you
It
lying.
wasn't me.
They just so back to that question until we go. Plead the fifth is
Yeah, that is the way
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Mm.
is the cookie way out. Oh, now they said plead.
Okay. Well,
I know you didn't mean pleasing the
well,
fifth is a.
well.
I kind of like the way you said the first time. Pleasing the fifth is a way out. I like that way other than this
Right.
pleading the
Uh,
fifth.
And then I'm gonna say, show me.
Show me,
Show you what? The
show me
cookie?
the money. Ooh, can we honestly answer that question?
What? Show you
No,
the cookie?
You want us to lie You want us to tell the truth on that question?
Don't pick and choose your lies.
There you go. If you're gonna lie about what, just lie.
Saved by the commercial. Saved by the commercial.
Big dog picks. Let's get it. Match up for the week. Here's the scoop. Your boy Drone keep getting the loot. Underdog, who will prevail? Stay tuned. Drone about to tell.
I kind of like his little beat to that. Go ahead,
yeah. I like that.
JW, you know, JW's a big Cowboy fan.
Who's a Cowboy fan?
And on the sports show, you got him and they got Mark. Them boys ride and die with the Cowboys. I never got into a tussle with Mark because Mark is a touring comedian, national comedian, and that boy is quick on his feet. You say something crazy, he already got your punchline before you can finish it. So if you ain't checked that show out, you need to check both of them out because if you're gonna spend your money on some bet, listen to JW because JW he do his research. Anyway, back to Henry's question.
No, back to my question that he never answered.
What was your question?
Now, let me go ahead and answer your question. Politically correct. What is your question?
I said, what is the most disrespectful thing you can say to a woman, especially like if you're having a conversation or a discussion or maybe an argument?
If it's an argument, to call her out of her name is the most disrespectful thing, and calling her the B word. That's an ultimate no-no.
No, I think the C word is worse than the B word.
The both of them. I don't want to be called neither one of them because somebody's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
I know when you in an argument like that and you say something wrong, the next thing a woman does is hit you below the belt. So I would never go below the belt.
I don't do that. Never.
We talked about that some last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Belt, yeah.
She said we talked about that.
Yeah, that happened last week.
No, I said we talked about that a little last about hitting below the belt.
Yeah, I think that's below the belt. I think asking a woman that's kind of, first of all, if she's asking you a real question, you should answer a question. Mm-hmm. But you should be, smart enough not to say something, in the wrong way that offends you. I mean, like if you said, this dress, how does it look? And it didn't look good on you. I wouldn't say, girl, you look like a piece of crap in that dress. I wouldn't say that. Mm-hmm. I would say, maybe, why don't you try something else on? Let me see what you look like in that.
Yeah. Be respectful about it,
Yeah, fun and jokes all aside, you don't want to get a woman mad. I'm gonna mention one name, Al Green.
Love and happiness. Make it do wrong when you want to do right.
No. Yeah, because you be sleep, they give you a little bit of alcohol, you be like, wake up on fire.
Hot grease.
It's a thin line between love and hate.
Okay.
And most of the time, the man's on the other end of that line and getting in trouble. So
the burning bed.
The burning bed.
Y'all remember that movie, don't you?
Yeah, Lord. If
that looks like you doesn't know what we're talking about.
But no. You got to remember, long as you remember as a man that you have a mother and you possibly have a sister, and you don't want to treat somebody else's mother, a daughter, or whomever, in a way that you wouldn't want nobody to treat your mom or your sister.
I say that all the time, Henry. I tell men that all the time.
Say it again for the people in the back, as Denise always says.
Say it to the people in the back and hear you, because I tell them to say that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
think about your own. You got your own female, your mother, your sister, your daughter.
And 99% of it, we got a black mama. So we should respect, and if we got a sister, 9 times out of 10, she's black too. So you gotta just respect that. Hey, you just gotta respect it and be very respectful when you talk to a sister.
But men don't do, like she said, they don't do that though. They treat us wrong because they don't think about that.
I was watching some other day, and they was like talking about that, and I think the culture, this new day culture, is a lot
Hmm.
different than the
Oh
culture
yeah.
that we grew
Oh
up in.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And if
Oh
you
yeah.
dealing with them young people, I'm talking 50 and younger, you don't know what you're gonna roll with because I've heard some stuff come out their mouth that I'll be like, did you talk to your mama like that?
Yeah,
This
they
ain't
do.
blah 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 blah. I'm like, whoa.
Hmm.
So yeah, I agree with y'all. I don't think uh I won't say grown because 50 is grown and I guess
Hmm.
25 is grown or whatever. But I think anybody close to 60 or above 60 understands that's not the proper response to a woman. You don't want to ever tell a woman, something nasty about herself. Even if it's true, you should be smart enough just to let it go because I don't know about most men, but some of the ones that I know, include myself, we ain't that quick as a woman with a reply. And I always say, when you say something crazy to a woman, she punch you right below the belt.
Yep.
That'll teach you not to
Because
be disrespectful.
they don't know if they lying or whatever, it don't matter. It's that doubt in your mind, you know. So I just leave it at that. I leave it at that. So Denise, you got a good question for us? Like that was a pretty good question, Vonda.
Thank you.
No, I don't have one right now.
I'm sure the Vonda's got another one. Go ahead, Vonda. What's your next question?
I had some written down. And it's also disrespectful to discredit what somebody says. Like if I have an idea or if I have an opinion and my significant other just discounts it, laughs at it, or said that's stupid or
Yeah.
that's crazy, that's just it it all comes boils down to a woman's self-esteem, how she accepts that. But that may make her feel less than, and vice versa. We should respect
For
each
Hmm.
other's
sure.
You
opinions.
shouldn't be trying to shoot down. Yeah. You
I,
know.
I, I that's real. I can't even. I have no reply to that. You shouldn't do that. I mean, I think I think the hardest question a couple can ask itself is when I ask you, where do you see us in 5 years? I think that's a question on either are we going to make it or we going our separate ways. And
Mhm.
a good question. Or
Oh, I know one.
what about?
What if you ask
Okay,
something
go ahead.
about when maybe you're in an argument or whatever, and you say, you act just like your mama.
Ooh.
Mm. Or you a
Well, do they
mama's
know your
boy
mom?
anyway?
Are you a mama's boy? Or you act just like your mama to the woman? You know, what you think about that? In any situation where they
Depends
talk
if
about
mom. If
somebody's mother or whatever, or father,
they just
you
playing the
know.
dozens. They playing the dozens. They playing the dozens. I just think hopefully it was in fun, but if it was serious,
No, I'm talking about
I
serious.
think you shouldn't talk about. No. Well, first of all, I think if you're having a serious conversation, that should never come up. And if it does come up, I would hope the person that was supposed to reply to that question would say something like, "They don't have nothing to do with our conversation right now," because that's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. Say, "Oh, you like your mama." You know, I might joke with you if the grandkids or the kids are doing something weird, and I go, "You like your mama." But as far as in an argument, I know one thing you don't do in an argument. You don't call her a B.
That's what Henry
No,
said
we
earlier.
already
Ooh,
said that.
Lord. If
No.
you call a woman a B, the which word while you having it's over. Anything that was not supposed to be on the table is off the table and everything is legal now.
And I have
So
one. What would you do, Henry and Terry, if you were in a relationship and maybe your relationship isn't going that great, and she says that's why I don't want you anyway.
Holla.
I'm just saying those are things that that are said in the heat of the moment, whether it's meant or not meant. I mean, how do men react?
Oh, I shouldn't have married you anyway.
Yeah.
You got one time to
My
tell me
mama
that.
said I should have married you anyway. Well, I think that's a direct hit on my manhood there. That's a dir- I like Henry. I just throw up the deuces and say, well, let's peace,
Really, is that simple?
peace.
Man, you
Yeah.
just said to your moment.
That's it. You know,
What?
one thing I can say, women, you guys are very emotional. Men, we're logical. If a
Yeah.
woman says,
Illogical sometimes.
this ain't
Go
working
ahead.
for me,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, okay, that's what I would say. Well, we got 3 minutes left. We'll go around real quick. We'll start with Denise. Denise, what you want to holler out to your peeps?
Hey, peeps. Thank you for joining tonight. My family, friends, and everything. Have a blessed week. And we'll see you. I'll see you in the next reround next Sunday.
Or next rewind, Vonda.
Thanks all the folks that joined on my end, and some relatives and friends, and I see some new ones on here this week. So thank you for tuning in.
Yay. Thank you, new ones. Thank you, newbies.
Oh, I got a bunch of them. I didn't even see these over here. Duck made some. Hold on, we gotta go ahead, Henry, and I'll go back and read all these ones that I got.
Okay, I'm just gonna
I didn't
say
even see.
I'm just gonna say this. Everybody, a good shout out. Try to make somebody smile or laugh this week, because in 1970, a song came out called "Ball of Confusion," and in 1970, people moving out, people moving in. Why? Because of the color of their skin. This is in 1970. The sale of the pill is at an all-time high. Young folks walking around with the head in the sky. Come on, we got to change, people. We got to wake up. Stay woke, people. Becky's
Stay woke.
Becky's
Stay
and
woke.
sisters, let's stay woke.
Okay, the first comment I got that I saw was from Duck. Duck was commenting on Roll Tide, so I guess he was being mean to you. Let you know that Georgia got that spanking.
It was only
And then,
it was only 3 points. So well, okay, Duck.
and then Janice Williams said, "Be honest." So I'm sure reading the comments. I don't want these people
That's
to know
my
that
sister.
I didn't.
That's
I didn't
Vonda's
That's my
sister.
sister.
okay,
That's my
that's your
baby
sister.
sister.
And then Duck came back and said, "There's a style of a person." Then your sister said, "Because I'm also a representative of him. Also, if he is my man, so I don't want to look like a hot mess when I go out." So I guess we was talking about
Right.
okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were talking
And
about.
her and Duck was going back at it. Duck said, "Looking good. It should be to yourself. Trump thinks he's above the law." That was your sister. Philip Brewer came on and said, "Laugh out loud" to whatever we
That's
That's
were
my
my
saying.
nephew.
nephew.
That's your nephew. And then Mr. Wiley Jr. said, always best to tell the truth, because and remember, the truth hurts. So be kind to how you say it. Check the comments, please, as you go. I'm just trying to get them
That
all
was
on
from
there
He
now.
said,
I
we
got
gotta
time.
go, bro.
We got a couple of 4
She said we
seconds.
gotta go.
And then Anna said, "Good evening." All right. So with that being said, I got all the ones that I just saw that I didn't see before. But I want to say to everybody, treat everybody kindness. Remember, they say words, stick and stones don't break your bones, and words never hurt you. That's a lie.
It's
Words
not true.
hurt. And once it comes out, you can't never take it back. With that
That's right.
said, deuces to everybody out there. Check us out next week. I'm sure we're going to have some real nasty stuff to talk about next week. We're going to talk about cookies and milk.
Deuces.
Bye.
Holla at you. Holla at us.